So I'm here in Washington, D.C. at Rescue the Republic. Let me let you introduce yourself and explain why you came down.
Yeah, so my name is Paul. I'm a FDNY firefighter. And during the mandates in 2021, a group of firefighters took a stand and created Bravest for Choice. And we were asked as an organization to come down and start this event by marching the flag out. And this is something that we've been doing throughout this fight through New York City, East Coast to West Coast. Everywhere we go, we've been bringing this flag, that symbol of hope that really started this unity journey for Bravest for Choice and a lot of grassroots organizations in New York City. So we were asked to come out and support, and this is kind of like the culminating event for me. Personally, the reason why I'm here is because after all these years, we're still fighting the same fight. Some of us are in different positions, but we still have people suffering. We still have people that are out of work. In New York City, every union in New York City, the teachers, the cops, the firemen, sanitation, we all have somebody that's still out suffering. People who have lost their houses, their jobs, and their finances. So that's why I'm here. I'm here for the people that aren't in my situation anymore, that don't have a job and that were wrongfully terminated throughout this whole COVID epidemic. That, you know, it's just so sad that we're still, I haven't stopped the bleeding for some people. And that's what we do as firemen. We stop the bleeding and start the breathing. And we're keeping people alive, but people are suffering through that process. So we want to make sure we fully stop the bleeding and bring everybody back.
How long were you off work yourself under the mandate?
I was out for 11 months.
Okay, and that was without pay?
Yeah, leave without pay. Right. Yep. And it was all like, I put forth my sincerely held religious beliefs at the time, you know, and I think it's important to say that this journey just amplified them. Like at the time, this was something that I didn't want to take for a very personal reason, you know, and I think it was not only for medical freedom, but also for religious freedom, you know, and I took a stand on that, and then God really sent me down this spiritual journey to like figure out what that really meant to me. And it's through that journey that I've been humbled, and I see it all as a blessing now. I'm in this situation. I was able to get back to work and others aren't, so I'm hoping that I can keep on shedding light, that these people are suffering, and we can try and help them in any way that we can.
So you were here at Defeat the Mandates in 2022. That was when the mandates were fully in place in New York City. That was when you were off work under the mandate. That was the event that preceded this event. I think this is a follow-up to that. But that was very much focused on a concrete goal of defeating the mandates, as it was called. What do you see coming out of this event in a concrete way?
I could only really speak for myself. Bobby Kennedy has really, I think, said the only thing that matters. Try not to get emotional, because I think it's really the only thing that matters. We have to love our children. You have to love your children more than all the noise in the world. We have to leave them something better. And I'm not just talking about more opportunities. I'm talking about passing down knowledge and understanding yourself, and understanding that all the change that you ever need to make or see in the world just starts with yourself and your own heart. So next, I guess I should rephrase why I'm here. I'm here, I apologize. I'm here because I want my kids to know where I was in this point in history. I think there's a serious threat knocking on the world's door. I think people are on the right track, that this is a spiritual battle, because I felt it. And I'm sitting in such a great place, and I'm blessed, and you know, we all go through our trials and tribulations, but I am so blessed And I know that I have to make sure that if my kid gets to the point that I was in 2022, where I found myself here without a job, fighting for survival, that they knew that I stuck it out. So I'm here to see it through, to not take no for an answer until I've exhausted every single avenue. And by the grace of God, this journey is going to be complete by everybody being made whole, by everybody returning back to their duty assignments wherever they find themselves. And the message that people need to take away from here today is that this is bringing people together. You have a guy like Trump and a guy like Kennedy on two totally separate ends of the spectrum trying to say, enough's enough. Let's start loving each other and loving our children, come together and find a new path forward for our children. That's it. Let's love them more than we love ourselves.